And we want to show you a live look inside our green room. These guys call themselves the Psyclones. That's PSY, by the way. And you won't believe the gadgets they brought with them. And here's another live look in the green room this morning. We're going to get an up-close look at a robot completely made out of Legos.
Coming up on Dayton's News Source, it's the latest technology, and it's all made with Legos. The Psyclones Robot League team in the green room this morning. We'll check it out.
Hey, coming up on Fox 45, we're getting a little robotic with a group of kids from Beavercreek. Look at that, live in our green room. We'll check in with them next. Just about 8:45 now on your Thursday morning. A group of kids from Beavercreek are putting their talents to the test in an upcoming Lego League competition. It involves designing and programming their own robot and working to solve a problem in their neighborhood. Fox 45's Aaron Meyer has more from Beavercreek because it's where you live.
Most Friday afternoons, you'll be hard-pressed to find a group of kids doing something educational.
Maybe we need to be asking the township for something different.
Somehow, though, when a robot is involved, attendance isn't an issue.
Well, what do you guys want to do next?
Together, Matthew Kunkel, an electrical engineer, and Christy Callahan, a public speaking professor, coached the Psyclones, a first-year Lego League team made up of 9 to 13-year-olds. Most of them live in the same Beavercreek neighborhood.
They're fantastic. It's a great group of kids here. I mean, they keep surprising me with the innovative solutions that they come up with.
For the past few months, the kids have been programming a robot for a competition in November. The goal is to get the most points by having the bot complete a series of tasks on this board.
These loops, for example, are 10 points each. Every one of these that the robot can pick up and bring back to this area, which is base, you get 10 points for.
There's only been one team in history that has ever gotten all the points.
From here to here, like on that kind of piece.
To fulfill another part of the competition, the kids must offer a solution to a transportation problem in their community. So they got to work doing research, circulating petitions, and taking photos in hopes of convincing the township to fill in the 0.2 of a mile gap in the bike path on Beaver Valley near Dayton Xenia Road.
We're just trying to connect it because it's really dangerous because the cars get really close to the side of the road.
Though it may seem like a small problem, they say fixing it will mean big changes.
You know, I could commute to work, the kids could bike to school, we could ride a bike to, to the store, so I think it really would make a difference.
And just being a part of this team is already making a difference to these kids.
It's a great, competitive atmosphere here where kids have people in the stands rooting them on, like they're on a sports team. So it's a great way to really show their abilities in the science technology area in a way that typically you don't see.
Well, I'm learning a lot just with talking to people because we've had to make lots of phone calls. You have to work with teamwork because it's really hard just to do it by yourself. So you really have to work with lots of people and learn not to argue and stuff like that.
Beavercreek, it's home to the Psyclones, and it's where you live. I'm Aaron Meyer for Dayton's News Source.
How awesome. Thanks, Aaron. And I'm with the Psyclones this morning. I am with Coach Christy Callahan and Matt Kunkel. This is so neat. What an awesome concept. Before we actually see these robots in action, we're going to talk about this bike path because this is a big part of this project, right?
It's a fourth of the project, yeah, is the research piece.
And you actually went to meet with the trustees on Monday, and they kind of had an idea, but you guys set it in motion again.
I believe so. We had an idea and a proposal that we came up with, and what they did was pull out a proposal that they had from 3 years ago and said, hey, we can do this, a little different format, but still meeting the basic goals, which are safe route to school and continuing the bike path. So that 0.2 of a mile will be completed through our subdivision instead. Much safer, more costly for tax dollars. So, yeah, we're happy.
So where is it now, and how long is it going to take? What are you guys doing now? Do you know?
We don't know that part.
Okay.
They're going to have to get they got to get the grant, the monies, and
right.
so on. So one of the things that the trustees said is, it moves slow. It just kind of just prepare for yourself. It'll happen just slowly.
And I get to learn how all that process works. Okay. And Matt, we're going to get to these robots because this is the cool part, right, guys?
Yes.
Okay. All right. The kids actually do most of this work, right?
They do. They do all the designing, all the building. We just facilitate. You can see that one is our team out there with the pitchfork. This other one is one that Drew here just put together on his own.
Yeah, Drew, you made this robot just by yourself. How did you learn to do that?
Well, actually, I had instructions from where I got that, and I just followed those and figured out how to program it.
Do they ever malfunction and you guys have to tweak them and fix them?
A lot.
So how do you know what's wrong with them?
You try something, and if that fixes it, you know that was what's wrong, and if that doesn't fix it, you got to look for something else.
All right, and Corey, I'm going to talk to you now. You guys are going to compete with this, right?
Yes, we are.
And I hear that there's only one group in history that's gotten all the points.
Yes, and we hope to be the next.
So what do you have to do to get all of the points to win?
You need to get most of the loops, get up the bridge, and to get some extra points, you can stop on these certain spots at the end.
This is so neat. This is a tough project. You're learning a lot from how government processes work all the way to robots and Legos. This is educational, but have you guys had a lot of fun? We all need a big...
Yeah!
And are you going to win?
Yeah!
All right, Mike, let's send it back into you.
Hey, thanks, Kylie. A couple of years ago, my oldest son did something similar in an after-school program, and they got to make their vehicles, and then they kind of smashed into each other and see who won that. They learned a lot about the mechanics, just real good stuff. Great program.